For today's video, I'm going to be teaching you how to properly warm up and condition your wrists through some mobility and flexibility exercises. This is a short routine that I do personally every single day, and I highly recommend that you practice this daily, or at least most days out of the week you're getting this in, especially before a workout session for sure. So lace your fingers, bring your hands together, and we're going to move in this nice fluid figure eight movement. We're warming up our wrists so that we can safely and effectively stretch our wrists going into more static poses. But for now, we're going to be doing full range of motion. All right, bring your hands together, palms are flat, and you're going to lower your hands in this kind of prayer pose, just to the point where you feel a slight bit of resistance, and still keeping your heels of your hands together. So I have pressure between my hands, and I feel just a comfortable amount of resistance. Okay, coming out of that, we're going to go back into this figure eight one more time. And then we're going to counter that first stretch. Good, so we're going to bring now the back side of our hands together and lower the elbows. Still trying to keep as much contact between your hands as possible, and a gentle pressure pushing them together. There we go. Just about 5, 10, 15 seconds, whatever you're comfortable with. And I'm still going back into this light warming up movement just so that I can really get everything nice and pliable, because we're going to be going into some deeper stretches than what we just did. If you'd like to repeat those first two stretches with this prayer pose, and then again here with the back side of your hand, go ahead and do that. I'm just going to continue on. You're going to place your hands on the floor, and your hands are going to be shoulder distance apart and a wide spread between your fingers, a nice strong planted hand on the ground. And then once you have your hands placed properly, we're going to ensure that our arms are now in the right position. So you're going to turn the ditch of your elbow, so where your elbow bends, you're going to make sure that that part, your ditch, is turned out. So just rotate through your shoulder to turn your the ditch of your elbow outward. Now, sitting all the way back on my heels, I can control how much weight is going on my hands. I'm going to keep those straight arms and just lean forward slightly. And you don't have to come super far. Listen to the mobility of your wrists and make sure that everything is feeling comfortable. There's a comfortable amount of resistance and it is not painful at all. I'm just going to show you here from the side. I have lots of weight in the lower half of my body, and I just lean forward slightly, keeping straight arms. My chest is pointing forward, and I have 100% control of how much pressure I'm putting there. Okay, we're going to back out of that. If you feel like your wrists are a little stretched, you can do one of these in between again, or just some individual wrist circles. Always feel free to do that in between. Next stretch, we're going to turn so that our fingertips are pointing towards our body now. And still with the ditches of your elbow pointing forwards, I'm going to sit the weight back on my heels. Keep your chest pointing forward. Really relax your shoulders down from your ears. And just hold that stretch. We're only looking for about 15 seconds or so, maybe 20 seconds if you're really comfortable. There we go. Go ahead and come out of that. We can do another one of these. Get that moving again. And the last stretch that I do is with the backs of my hand, now on the floor. Be very controlled on this one. You don't want to be putting all of your body weight on your wrists, okay? So I have all my body weight sitting back in my heels. The backs of my hands are going on the floor. The ditches of my elbow are turning out. And then same thing with the sitting back on your heels as we just did. And I'm not putting any body weight pressure down on my wrists. It's just that flex on my wrists. Chest still points forward, shoulders are relaxed down. Make sure that you're comfortable and breathing throughout. Excellent. For every single one of these floor exercises, if your wrists are particularly tight and you find mobility is not, you're not flexible enough to do this on the floor, you can do all of these exercises on the wall, standing up against a wall, and then you still are going to have the straight arms, and depending on, so for this one, depending on how far down the wall you go, the bigger the flex is going to be on your wrist, and you'll try to keep full hand contact on the wall. So if you find that you're going down too far and now the heel of your hand is off the wall, bring it up to that point where you have full hand on the wall and just hold that stretch, okay? So make sure that you're practicing within your own mobility level, and do this every single day. It's going to make a difference, and you'll notice a difference within a week or two. You'll be feeling that your wrists aren't painful, or things are feeling a lot more fluid and happy in your wrists. So give it a try. I highly encourage this.